There's a lot of concern there, even a bit of head scratching from some of those who know the history of this region. Tim Blotz joining us now. So Tim, you spoke with a local expert today on what's going on behind the scenes here.
Yeah, sure did. Professor Renee Buhr, she's of the University of St. Thomas. She teaches international affairs and she's also a former CIA analyst. Now, she says Ukraine has been trying to pull away from Russia since 2004 and that Putin sees this as a threat. She also observes that Putin likes to have cheap wins, and she says Ukraine will not be cheap or easy.
The biggest challenge he's going to face, first and foremost, are Ukrainians. So if there's one thing the Ukrainians have learned since 2004, it's that they have to fight for their independence, right? And that Russia is very often the main actor behind any attempt to rob them of that independence. So at the very least, we're going to see Ukrainians who are willing to dig in, and that is not going to be an easy conflict.
For the moment, President Biden has vowed not to send any U.S. troops into Ukraine, but Professor Buhr says Americans will not be unaffected. Long term, the war could affect the world economy, and if the conflict turns into a full Russian occupation of Ukraine, America will have to think about the refugee crisis. And then there is the threat to the Balkan nations.
It could go as far as the Baltics because of the things that the Russian government has been saying at the UN and the rationales they're using for the need to protect quote unquote Russians, right? Some are ethnically Russian, some are just linguistically so in the Baltics. It's a very similar rationale to what we've seen in Ukraine since 2013.
Now, in a worst-case scenario, Professor Buhr doesn't believe that Putin stops at Ukraine. In the best-case scenario, he realizes that this is too costly for him, just like in Georgia in 2008, and realizes this is just not worth it. Now, the professor gave really a great history of the tensions along with her analysis, too. It's really worth your time. I posted the entire interview on fox9.com and our YouTube channel as well. Kelsey?
All right, thanks, Tim.